Hello everyone, it's me again on my own. I'm actually filming this in the day. We've got some natural light. Adam is working, so it's just going to be me again today. But hopefully he'll be back for the next one. I'm sitting at the weirdest angle, so I'm facing this way but turning. So we'll see how it goes. Today's episode of our reacting is day 11 or 10 for you guys. I think technically 11 videos where we do Epcot and get some ice cream according to the thumbnail. So let's just get to it and see what happened, because I don't actually remember too much of this day, if I'm honest.
Should probably start with my sunglasses on.
That is a terrible habit of mine. I tend to always start filming before I put my sunglasses on. And I end up looking at the camera like this.
On our way to Epcot, we had a bit of a drama this morning.
Are you good?
With money, because the car money still hasn't cleared.
Story of my life for basically every Florida holiday I've done, minus 2019.
So,
and 2015, it's like, money, got no money.
Obviously, once you convert it to dollars, like $300 or something. Was that our Uber there?
I feel like I'm starting to get no, I'm not getting a tan.
Oh, the relaxing sound of construction.
I am a little bit bummed, I keep saying this, that I couldn't go to Florida last year, and then technically we were going to try and go again next month, but that's not going to happen. So it's probably postponed till next year, and I was like, oh, that's really sad. But then I see stuff like this, like all the construction, I'm like, at least it will be done. So...
What, in the land?
Yeah.
Oh, monorail.
Land brunch. Oh, sorry, can't see. Oh, look, Mary Poppins is in front of us.
I don't wear those sunglasses that much anymore. I don't know.
Parasol, which is not the right idea.
I bought them in Florida, like...
Smart girl. Right.
2009.
Decide.
So they're pretty... They've done me well.
Spaceship Earth, which is going to probably be our last day today.
This is all finished now, which I'm excited. I did want to have a look at Spaceship Earth actually, because they're currently putting loads of lights in all the little gaps. And in the picture or video I saw, I think it was Tim Tracker's video yesterday, it looked like they've been drilling holes, and I was trying to work out if the lights were then going to be permanent or not. But looking at them now, they have the gaps anyway, so maybe it won't be, and the gaps are always there. Fun fact about Epcot, if you didn't know, the ball, the Spaceship Earth, is it was meant to be self-cleaning. And that didn't, I'm pretty sure this is a fact, I could be wrong. It's something they told me when I worked there. It was meant to be self-cleaning, but whatever made it self-cleaning didn't work, so they now have to manually clean it. And also it has a draining system inside, so water doesn't pour off it. That goes down through channels.
What? Get out.
Oh, look how busy that is.
When we came here last week, this was all drained. And they put the water back in.
Thanks for the update, Sarah.
No ducks yet. Doesn't smell like seaweed or water, stale water anymore.
That's always what you want, not the smell of stale water.
To the land.
I still love the smell of this pavilion, and this really makes me get nostalgic. Whenever I think I've wanted to go to Florida, I think of all. So if anyone knows of any companies that have a smell of, not the rides, I suppose it's probably living with the land smell, but like the smell of this pavilion, let me know, because that's like, I mean, some of the other ones are great, but I want this smell.
But it won't feel like it for us because we've not got anything.
No, we'll
yeah, well, it'll feel busy, but we'll be okay. So brunch time, Adam's got pizza. I thought he was getting a sandwich.
I
probably shared that.
feel like he picked badly.
A Mickey ice cream sandwich. I've got the veggie.
I think it was vegan.
I think it's like corn.
Maybe it was veggie.
Korma with rice. Cooked to share, and then
the mistakes.
Bar,
the mistakes we made were those Mickey bars melted very quickly. I don't know if they were already melted when I opened it, but I remember it being very melty.
So that is our brunch done. I'm really full. I had the
Adam wasn't a fan of the pizza, and I think he said afterwards that he felt too much pressure to pick, that he couldn't pick anything other exciting. I think the beef there is meant to be really good, and I think I've had it before.
Also melted, we probably shouldn't have got them there, or got them later without eating at the same time. But
I'm glad we tried it. I would like to have done Garden Grill instead, to be honest, but we didn't really eat much like restaurant stuff. And we are about to do Flower and Garden again. What festival is this? Food and Wine.
Was it around here?
Again.
Oh no. Well, things are being constructed.
Good. Things are being made. Construction is happening.
No, it's not. It must be round
I don't know if anyone... I need to look back over my videos, but my ears I'm wearing here really annoy me, because I don't know if you can see that on the right one, it's like, looks folded, like it
World
I swear it
Showcase
didn't look
just
like that when I
opened
bought
about
it.
40 minutes ago, so we're just kind of waiting for everyone
But it
to
annoys me that it's all
filter that
creased
way,
now.
and then we'll go back there and do some
Stick
more
to
rides.
classic. I deviated from my
It's a holiday
classic black
weekend, I
ones
can't
and now I
remember
regret it
what holiday, I'll
because
have to look it up.
I don't like that that's
Is it?
gone all funny.
Something like that, I think it was.
We'll have a look and see in a minute, but yeah, let's go see what Epcot's going to look like
Oh
in
yeah,
the future.
the
Just not now. when we're
pre-pandemic what Epcot would look like in the future
when I'm
before
here
they've kind of cut a
here.
lot
But
of it.
sometime in the future,
So I think
it's gonna
the
look
only thing
different.
that's really
We're gonna see
like
what it
not
looks like.
In the not so distant
so the Mary
future.
Poppins I
Well,
think
it's
isn't
about 5 years,
happening or
so-
it's been postponed
Distant
indefinitely.
future.
Was it 3? It's going to be a while. Next time I come, this whole
Oh.
section is going to be
No,
covered
it
in
won't because you're not
topiaries. It's going to look
going.
amazing. Now it just looks like topiaries
Why?
because it's the Flower and Garden Festival.
Oh yeah.
Still my favourite
Manchester's
festival.
midday grass.
Food and Wine's great,
But
but it's
soon
very
it'll
busy.
look great. The
And I don't
Epcot
remember
Experience.
Flower
Are
and
you
Garden
ready to
being as
experience
busy
Epcot?
as Food and Wine. I think Food and Wine's more popular, I think. It's a lot more
Always
rowdy
ready.
than
Okay,
Flower
let's
and
do it. We
Garden.
look here. So we've just had
This annoyed me.
a Mickey ice cream sandwich and Mickey premium butter, and after tax, ours was like $5.39. They're $6 here, and we literally ate just.
I
over
don't
there.
understand.
That annoys me.
And is it- I
a
don't know if
lot,
that
but you just
is a
gonna change
thing
the price just because it's somewhere
in
slightly
other
different.
parts of the resort.
And the Coke's more expensive.
Yeah.
What the hell? Well, Epcot Experience. So far, I'm realising that new Epcot's just expensive. It's just,
It-
this is how it's easing
Yeah.
you into the price.
I'd be interesting to see if that is the prices now. They're like, surprise, this was the
What
future of
advice
Epcot.
don't eat in here?
It's getting you ahead of the game.
That is so bad. I can't believe that.
Little things annoy me. I mean, I'll spend whatever on whatever, but
Oh, it's just showing you what's coming.
let's have a look. Oh,
Oh, the lights do not like
this
my
didn't
camera.
happen. Well, again, we don't know. I don't know if it got...
So we're in the Epcot Experience, and there's the whole thing showing you.
Do
what
we
it's
have
gonna
a...
look like. They mentioned Spaceship Earth very, very briefly, and they're like, we're going to move on because we don't have one.
Well, they're not. I don't know if they're doing Spaceship Earth either. That's been postponed. Does anybody know when this is meant to be done? I feel like I remember it was like D23 we were talking about it, and I can't remember when they said that completion was due.
Was here, I think.
I don't know that one.
Maybe it was that World in Motion one.
Maybe.
There was definitely a ride here with about robots.
Epcot Experience was a bit strange.
Am I in a grumpy mood? I feel like I'm in a grumpy mood.
Which is weird, and they even had a shop at the end of that. We're going to go into World Showcase soon, maybe do the Grand Fiesta tour.
Love me some.
before
Although
our Fast Pass
I don't know what's going
Spaceship
on.
Earth.
Where's the
1:20
Mexican Donald
time
gone? Where are the
12:20,
three
it's got
caballeros
one
gone
hour.
from the end of that?
It's gonna be
Because I
another
heard they were
really hot
cardboard
one today.
cutouts for a little bit, and now they're not even there. So what's going on with that? I don't know.
Maybe. But yeah, it's going to enjoy this weather before we go back to
I
cold
think at this
England,
point of the
a few days
trip
we've got
we'd
left. And we've got
it was
about $6 I reckon,
busy,
left on our card, so we'll use that today,
and we'd
then
done
do
everything
our
big that we
fast
wanted to. We
pass
didn't have fast passes
We'll
for,
use
so
the,
between
we'll
fast
go to the bits
passes,
we didn't finish.
we were kind of like
Just
a
like a
bit
chill
lost
day,
of
might
what
go
to
to the
do
book
because of how
and,
busy it was,
see what
and we
we're
were
planning
so
on
like, we're
doing.
really not used to
We've
it being
kind
that
of done all the parks,
crazy.
just catching up and
So there's a lot
doing
of
the
us
last few
sitting
bits.
down going,
The only thing Adam needs to do is test track, but he's
what
already
should we
like,
do?
we've got a fast pass
because the fast passes aren't till
From reading
later.
my book,
but-
this is the entrance that you should go into to get into the Mexico Pavilion. This was originally intended, but people couldn't find it. Going through the jungle. I remember there being some really cool flowers.
I
here,
think
flower garden. But
I don't know if I mentioned it here, but the last time I went through this in 2018 or
yeah, I
whatever
think
it was,
they might have been because they were all across
18,
here.
I didn't actually really ever walk down this entrance,
Right,
so like
this
it
is the
threw me off.
main entrance we should be going in.
It doesn't look like a main entrance. It's cool,
There's tables out here.
but
Yeah.
Right.
it always looks really ominous when the light changes on the camera. It just looks like you're going to like this dark abyss. I love this ride. I know people don't necessarily like there being like characters. I was a bit like that with Frozen Ever After. I didn't really like characters being involved in Epcot, but like I liked this, even though this is probably I don't know, it's just always been this way, isn't it? No, I don't think it has. But I can only remember it having Donald in it. So I just don't think Frozen Ever After represents Norway. But it eats the crowd, so to be fair, I don't think this really accurately represents Mexico either. That face is really ominous. I've actually eaten in the restaurant on the water here, and we waited a bit longer and got one of the tables on the water, and It was really nice, like watching all the boats go by. The food was okay. I remember having like was it po chicken or something, and it was like chocolate. It was okay. I wouldn't rush to go back there. But that's when I went with my cousin, and we were just like, oh, let's go. It looked cute, which is why we went to it rather than like knowing much about reviews or anything beforehand. He's safe. Caramba. Very colourful. That's what I like about it. Well, I mean, I know it's not browns, but like purpley. I'll just stop looking. I like this bit. This was, I don't know if I mentioned it, so I bought Mexican Donald. Did I even show it in? I must have done. The first day we went to Epcot, I got a Mexican Donald, and then I ended up returning it like yesterday's video, like yesterday of the trip. And because I was like, you promised yourself when you came out on this trip, because we were doing more of a budget trip, that I would only get merchandise that was limited to the time of year we were going. It's like Halloween stuff, stuff for that particular year, rather than like generic merchandise. So I returned it, and I was like, it's fine, when you come in May and you're not doing a budget trip and you're doing a bigger trip, you can buy Mexican Donald then. No, I don't have I'll be so annoyed if I go back and they don't sell them anymore after waiting so long for Mexican Donald. But it is what it is, I guess. I don't need a Mexican Donald, I just want one. He's not even dressed in his sombrero there. I wonder what happened to them. I don't know if they broke. Assume so. Hi, caramba.
What means ay caramba? Oh yeah. I don't know.
After seeing what this view is going to look like, I still like this. But I can understand why they're changing it.
All that bit's gone now.
Annoying that it's going to take so long, and this is going to just be all like a construction zone.
Yeah, but
especially when I come in May. It's not too bad at the moment, is it? It's a bit construction-y.
It's pretty construction-y,
but,
but yeah,
horrendous.
it's not the end of the world. Like, you just deal with it.
You'd buy a hat.
I think if you know what you're getting yourself into before you go, it's not as bad. I just, as I said, always think about people that this will be their one and only trip, and I'm just like, at least I know I'll be going back when stuff changes. It's just, I don't know, sometimes when stuff's a bit really construction-y, I'm just kind of like, this is the only time people are going to see this. And it just makes me a bit sad, especially how expensive it is right now to go. It's like insane.
Right, oh my god. One thing I've noticed this trip is there's so many bubbles.
Yeah, lots of bubbles.
Right, let's go into mouse gear and see what we can get. I wonder if they're going to get rid of all of this when the ride changes or closes. Also, I don't know if I point this out, they have...
I like that Powerline and like Goofy Movie is getting a little bit more hype, because it's definitely one of those films that's like under the radar, but like if you know it, you like it, but if you don't, you don't. Don't know it. It's great. I love the songs in Goofy Movie are incredible.
But that's just so today in general, really.
Oh yeah, we had a fast pass for this. Yeah, you know it's busy when you have a fast pass for Spaceship Earth. I never know how much of this ride to film, because it's long. I'm like, do I show some of it? Do I not? Do I just show like the key scenes, like the bits that are lit really well? Or do I just sit and film the whole thing? I have done before, I remember on my 2018 trip, I tried to do a POV of it, like just sat and do a 4K one. But it was annoying because I didn't know whether to film one side and to leave the camera like on one side or move it. So I tried to move it and it looked rubbish, so I never used it. But yeah, fun insight to that trip. I was like, oh, I'm on my own. I'll sit and get loads of POV videos because I don't have to sit and talk to anyone. I can sit in silence and do it. I also nap a lot on this ride. This is a really good ride to nap on. It's nice and long, slow moving, dark. There's been a good few trips where I've fallen asleep on this ride. Power napped. I was literally just thinking, how creepy must this be like at night? If you're like, I mean, it's not like they're gonna walk around and turn everything off, the lights off individually, but like, I don't know. It's just, animatronics creep me out a little bit. I would like to see what this ride looks like with the lights on, because obviously they have like this bit, they have like directional lights, everything else in dark. I just want to see like how, I find like how rides work and things like that really interesting. And like the behind the scenes of them, so I'd like to see it with all the lights on and everything. Adam's working in the other room, I can hear him on the phone. I'm actually off to Paul's Park today, so this is like, I'm filming this very early in the morning. So I'm literally, which is not like me, I'm having Pepsi early to like wake myself up because I don't drink tea or coffee. So I was like, I need something. So I have half a glass of Pepsi to like kickstart the day, which is really unhealthy, but it's the weekend, long weekend for me. I wonder if they would, if they made it possible to add scenes onto this, like if they'd designed the ride so that in future, like when they first made it, they made it so that you could add an extra couple of scenes if things change, or if this is always how they wanted it to end, like at this particular point.
Oh, it's my favourite.
Oh, what? Love her. This little bit always makes me feel like, oh, I'm in Disney. Just don't know. I like that you can see the curve of the inside of Spaceship Earth. You know you're near the top, and it's just like really like good soundtrack. One thing Disney's really good at is having a really good ride soundtracks.
I'm gonna pick some weird ones.
I wonder if anyone's gone through and done all of the versions of this. I tend to usually always pick the same ones. This one is the first time I think I picked different ones.
Oh, yeah, that's just the worst kind. Oh yeah, loads of people.
I don't like working in groups.
What's in my bag? Everything. Oh yeah, I live to work. What if you want to travel in the future? Hover train. Also,
yeah, I'm not a huge public transport fan. I understand it, I just, especially in the pandemic, trains terrify me. Probably safer than my car, but... Oh, Adam looked this time. Oh, God.
Yeah.
I was going to say, Adam did an alright photo this time, I just saw mine look like...
Oh, look at you.
I like the shirt. I feel like Adam was really tired this day.
What's that? You look so fancy.
There's not really much to say over these. I just find them... It was a good idea to like make this a little bit more interesting as you're going back down. I wonder if they'll update this when, or if the ride updates. I wouldn't surf. The ocean scares me too much. Sharks, jellyfish, stingrays, deep water, currents, seaweed, crabs. The list goes on. Fish, oversized fish, eels. What are those ones, those black ones that stab you?
we've just done
urchins.
possibly our last go on Spaceship Earth, sad times. But we've got about an hour and a half until our test track fast pass. So we're gonna start looking around some of the pavilions. We're gonna go Canada way this time because we did Mexico last time.
Canada.
Don't know if we're gonna eat yet, but we can at least look around the pavilions and read through our book.
The mistake I made, and I'll definitely talk about this later in the video, is going on a Friday for both of these food and wine days.
Yet, which is good.
It's very similar to the first Epcot day, I think.
Yeah, well, I think I said the exact same thing, and then later on the day I was like, oh my god, I'm dying.
The hand fan
So we'll see how it
was
goes.
first year I've taken
Go
the
see some
hand
apple
fan.
seeds.
Like definitely recommend if you
Oh, yeah,
can get one. I think I just got mine from Amazon.
That's
Little
what you want,
a rechargeable
some air
hand fan.
Although the
really
air
helps.
conditioning is when you come back out.
And
it
I've
makes
seen
it
a few
worse.
people wear those like cloths that you put around your back of your
Gardens.
neck that stay cold.
Yeah, the last
They
time
look
I came
useful.
down this bit was 2015 when I went and ate in La Celia, which was alright. Not the best steak I've had on property, not the worst.
What's the best?
I think La Celia
Yachtman
was the
Steakhouse,
best at the
West-
time because I hadn't had any other ones yet and it was
No.
really nice.
That was
But I also
the
had
Victoria
so
Island.
many
Yachtman's
steaks
the
on my
one I was gonna
2015
go
trip,
for your
like
birthday,
so
but
many
I changed
steaks.
my mind 'cause it was expensive.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I'm not worth that much.
You're not.
So
no,
mean to
you're right.
Adam. You're not worth steak.
You're worth like a $15 steak, not a $55 steak.
Yeah.
You were going to be really harsh on me for being mean. So this is the apple seed room. The lights are playing havoc with my camera. It's many drinks. I would get the frozen apple pie, but I
I
don't
wish
know how
I got
much it
frozen.
is.
That
and
sounds pretty good. Although it
I've
probably
not been
tastes
doing too well
cinnamony.
with frozen drinks.
I think this is the place where you can get the little sampler.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I do like cider, but you don't, so I'm not getting it without you.
I don't know.
Okay, let's continue on. As is tradition, I've brought Adam to the UK food thing, and he has to guess prices of things. So, for example,
Mars bars? Yeah, yeah.
alright, okay, so how much do you think Mars bar is?
$2.50.
I think it wasn't far off.
What does it say?
I don't think so. Oh,
$3.45. To be fair, I just think of the amount I pay for American sweets over
No.
here. No,
What about
$3.95 for like American sweet over here. I'd be like, yeah, sold.
Jerry Dodgers.
£5 for Pop Tarts,
no.
done.
$6.
have a look?
$4.95.
So with tax, you won't far.
Again, it's the novelty. They've got to be imported over.
One singular bag of round trees randoms.
I think
$2.50. $2.
I think some of it. You've also got to think you're in a theme park as well when you're looking at these inflated prices. But I just think when I see the chocolates and stuff that aren't, and the sweets that aren't necessarily great, really expensive, I'm like, oh. But everyone has personal preference and taste, I suppose.
That's more of it.
I've got a crate of Mars bars.
Okay, you've got Mars bars, haven't you? Oh, you're not. I'm not letting you spend $3 on a Mars.
Okay.
I was gonna say, I wonder if
no,
any
it's
English
still
people
down.
buy
It's got to do at the
stuff
start
just
of
to
the
have something from home, and I was
I
like,
think
no, I
that's
don't think
gonna
anyone
be
does
it.
that.
I don't think we're
And
gonna
then
do it
Adam's like, I
again.
want to buy a Mars bar. I'm like,
Especially not
no,
on this line anyway.
2 weeks you can go buy a Mars bar.
We've decided to step out of Epcot for a little bit because I want to go for a sit down. So we're gonna go to the boardwalk.
Got jelly legs.
Yeah, he
he's
was
got jelly
not.
legs.
He was not
I'm gonna get some
surviving
apple
at this
ice
point.
cream, and
You
you're
can see
gonna
his little
sit
limp. Bless him.
Take my shoes off.
take
It was a hard 2 weeks on him.
So yeah, literally it's.
I
about
just
5 minute
wonder
walk.
how bad our feet would be if we weren't
Boardwalk
wearing
is just over
Skechers
here.
because they
You can see
really
the pool
saved
over there
us.
for the Yacht and Beach Club, which is a hotel I'd love to
Expensive,
stay at.
but would love to stay there.
Let's start entering the lottery.
Yeah. Yeah, I need to for that one.
I think my ideal
could still probably
resorts
stay for a
would
night
be
or
I'd
so.
like to stay at Wilderness
It's like
Lodge,
part of a trip. But
like
I
to
probably
stay
wouldn't
at
wanna leave.
Yeah.
And then this is
Polynesian,
The boardwalk here. So we went to Ample Hills and got some ice cream.
Bay
I
Lake
got the peppermint
Towers,
patty and
Beach Club
the
would be
dark
one.
chocolate. I got the ooey gooey cake and the
I've made-
baked unbaked. These are melted
made the
real
good
fast
decision
and
not to get in a
delicious.
cone this time
Very,
because
very
my
quick.
solo trip, the
This
cone
is the dream life. We are literally just sat
broke
here.
up. This was probably one of my
Eating
favourite
ice
bits of the
cream.
trip, just chilling,
Shoes
relaxing in the sunshine, having a chat about what we'd done so far on the trip,
Oh really? Oh, because of
and just sitting in the shade, eating our ice cream, just
overlooking.
relaxing.
We're sitting at the boardwalk under the shade, looking over at the yacht and beach.
And then
Club.
watching all the boats go by.
It
It's
is
so
nice.
nice. I think Amber Hills is gone now. I think they were removed from Disney, but
Buy my ice cream.
the ice cream was really good.
Thanks for bailing us out.
Oh, look at him singing Disney songs. I love it.
Yeah, so it's nice.
Getting in the
It's a bit
vibe.
more chill. We've had a look through the food and wine menu, and there's maybe one or two things we still want to try, so not really much at all, which we can do later on before the fireworks.
It was busy.
The park is
And I
busy.
would have been more stressed if we turned up this week and the week before, but at the same time I would have been used to it and wouldn't have seen this would have been more what I expected. So it would have been
Really not in a rush to do anything.
how busy I thought it would be, but I'm really glad we got a really quiet week.
We're really hard on the first week, and we did say that we would chill out a bit the second week.
We definitely chilled out.
But we got a lot done though. We've had a very productive trip. A lot more than I thought we would.
I've done everything.
Which
that I
is a
wanted to
shock.
do.
That's good.
Am I going to mention it here? Yeah.
And you only got one more ride
I
to
kept
cross
saying
this,
to Adam, and I
which
said
we've
this in a
got
few videos, I
passport
kept saying to him,
at
do
5
not
o'clock.
expect to do everything you want to
And we're
do
all good.
because it's going to be
We
busy.
finished our little
Even though we have 2 weeks, we're
flat
just
down.
not going to have the
Really
time to do
We
everything.
finished our
Like,
little sit down,
just
and
like
now we're heading
pick a
back
few things that you really, really
for our
want to
test
do, and
track
that's what we'll focus
fast
on.
pass. Adam
But we won't be able
actually
to do
hasn't done
everything.
test track,
And
we've
like,
changed it.
I can hold my hands up and say we did everything that we wanted to do on this trip
I
because
don't
of how
like
quiet
it.
it was the first week.
But I'll get your opinion once we've done
Like,
Yeah, so the one I've done is
blew my mind.
Crash Test Dummies one.
it, which is not anymore.
Yeah,
Which
I
is
think
my favourite. I really liked that one.
we did every single ride he'd never done before. I think when we got back, so we have this thing called log ride, which we log all the rides we've done, and the only ones that we missed were like Rise of Resistance and Mickey's Runaway, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, because they were not open. Everything else that he hadn't done, we did. Apart from like shows and things, but we didn't count them as rides.
But yeah.
So if we could see
I'll
shows,
film
we
again when we
did.
get to this bridge, and I
If
can
we
show you
didn't,
how
we
close it
couldn't.
is to International Gateway. So I'm on that bridge we just pointed out, and there's International Gateway right there. So
Really not that far at all.
nice and easy, and also if you're staying this end of the beach club, you've got the best,
Couldn't really be any
quickest.
closer to
It's a good location. I
Exactly,
think
it's literally there.
I watched some of Hannah Ricketts' videos, and
we're gonna get the
when she
friendship
stays there,
over.
she tries to stay this end, so she's got good
Yeah.
transport to and from
Yeah, so
Epcot,
we're going to get the friendship over, but honestly it's probably quicker.
which I would
to-
quite like,
to
because
walk,
Epcot is
and
my
there's
favourite
the
park, but
extension to the France Pavilion over there. Right.
it's quite nice to pop
Let's
to
go
in the
test track.
evening, especially if
What
there's
do you
festival
think the
going on.
normal queue time is going to be?
75.
I'd say 45. 80, wait, 90?
80 minutes. That's a long
You were
time.
actually, yeah.
The test track.
And the fast pass, the single rider is 40-minute wait.
They did used to say, I'm pretty sure, that fast
Right, I'm gonna
passes
stop to the GoPro
were
for
half
the
the
ride.
queue of a normal queue,
Try not to get involved
but I'm
with
pretty
that
sure we
doing
walked
it,
on.
but-
The control freak in me was so stressed watching him do this. I'm like, oh, just change this, don't do this, make this look like this.
Yeah, okay.
Where's the front of that car? Okay, okay.
You happy with your car?
Capability is not great, but the other ones are fine.
Here comes the final test.
This is never a flattering angle to film this. You just always look crazy. Adam's scrunchy face. Again, I should always put my hair up for this one. I think in my solo video, my hair was so long. I think I'm doing a little bit here. It like whips the people next to you. I should always think about that and put my hair up. Be like, sorry, stranger, that I'm whipping you with my hair. You need a hairbrush after this one, definitely. I don't know, I still like the nostalgic part of me really likes the Crash Test Dummies on this still. I don't like the Tron style inside.
Performance testing complete.
Today is the video of sitting down. What did you think of new test track?
Yeah, I think Adam's legs had given in on
that's
this,
what my
this
hair
part of the
thought,
trip,
but-
and every time we came off a ride we kind of sat down
Basically,
15
my
20
hair.
minutes, which was fine because we definitely had the
I
time to
prefer
do
the
it,
old
but
one.
I think I killed him a little bit on the first half of the trip.
Yeah, I think. I also think that the bit out the back is like the most unthemed part of Disney that there is.
Yeah, and the Chevrolet
Oh yeah,
cars.
the garage.
It just looks a bit rubbish just going around that little car park.
Yeah, it makes it that's what it was crushed with dummies because you were, I don't know, just don't like it.
I just feel like we're having a neggy day. Like, we're tired, we're sleepy, everything's like, oh, don't love this, don't love this. Test Track's a fun ride. I just think it.
The Epcot Experience.
I think I liked the like nostalgia of the crash test dummies, and I think it had more like personality to it than this does. Like it was funny. I think there was a bit, if I remember, like in the queue where you watch the like safety video, where it was like something, and it was like, and then the final test, and it would have a video of this like car with the crash test dummies in just smashing into a wall. So you kind of, as a jokey way, knew there was going to be a point coming where you were technically going to smash into a wall, which I think when it actually came to the ride and the doors opened, it made it like funny and cool, like it was quirky. Whereas I don't think they really like play on that at all in this.
We're going to see some fishies. Real ones are fake. Oh, monorail.
Monorail.
Oh yeah. Bye monorail teal.
Teal's, that's one of my colours. I was trying to work out what my favourite colour is, and I was describing it as like, it's a bit turquoisey, it's a bit aqua, it's in between. Teal. Teal is my favourite colour. If you want to know. Turquoise, aqua or teal. No, that like family.
So when you come from Magic Kingdom to here, it goes...
In case anyone wanted to know what my favourite colour was.
And then when we got on it, it went straight out. So it's 10 minutes on the
Adam hates the song on this ride.
We're not making noises. Go on. Go on.
Mine?
Yeah.
Love them. This song in this ride always gets copyright, so I always have to cut it. The big blue world one. Cut it as soon as it comes in. Otherwise, no monetization.
We were just saying, why do we think that World Showcase opened later? And it's apparently because it took people too long to get down there that they just don't open it at the same time. Anyway, Nemo's.
I suppose that makes sense when you think about the amount of staff that are in World Showcase for each pavilion, like the restaurants, the shops. If you open the park at like 8, not everyone's going to be going down there. So there's no point in having all the staff there till like 11. Or whatever time World Showcase opens. Is that still a thing? I think it is. But like certain pavilions open, like the France Pavilion opens for breakfast.
He'll be fine, he's just swimming out to sea.
It used to be Norway would open. Well, I think Norway opens for Frozen Ever After now, and it used to... oh my goodness, what was the restaurant called? Arkansas? Whatever the restaurant was that did breakfast.
You know that.
I do.
I feel like Marlon, the dad, is getting a bit of like post-traumatic stress from when his son went missing. That Nemo shouldn't be playing this game.
Judging Marlon and Nemo's relationship there a little bit. Jellyfish.
Stop playing games.
Games? I love games. Ooh, I'm thinking of something pink and bouncy that looks like
Jellyfish.
Jellyfish.
This bit scares me.
A lot of this ride scares me. I don't like... I'm scared of the dark a bit. Not necessarily the dark, but like I'm scared of what's in the dark that I can't see. So I suppose that is being scared of the dark. Again, I like the way this ride's lit. I don't think Adam loved this ride. I think because he remembers it being 20... Was this 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea beforehand? I think he remembers that, and I don't think he's a huge Nemo fan, so he would just be like, meh. I was like, let's do it again, because there's no queue.
I don't trust him. So this is the bit we got stuck down here.
I still think this projector could be updated a little bit. It makes my eyes feel funny every time I look at it, so I'm just not gonna look at it. Or I should just stop filming this bit, like when I'm doing these videos. It's like, whoa!
Give him louder, dude.
The shark.
Oh,
Watch out, Nemo.
I love going through this bit and seeing if you can actually see like some of the marine
Fish
animals.
are friends.
Like, come right up to the glass, I can see it.
There's so many lizards. Where's Jeff?
Oh god.
Oh, Jeff was over there.
I remember this bit. I think I put
Gary.
like a massive thing on
Bob.
my Instagram
Is that
story
what's that
about
one?
me
Who's
like
in that
naming the lizards and like them having a little adventure and fights and stuff.
James.
I think I was like
James. Bob.
hallucinating at this
Gary.
point because we were so tired.
Jeff's gone in there somewhere.
We sat on this bench for like 45 minutes. I remember I was looking at the lizards, we were just going through the internet, and then I was like, let's go on Tinder, because we're both single, like, let's go on
you tell me
Tinder while
when
we're
I
here
say,
and
"Oh,
see if we
look at
can
him go."
find a Floridian husband and wife so we can just stay here and come back whenever we want. So I was just sitting, but obviously what I didn't think is that Tinder at this point was just full of everyone else that was on
Jeff.
holiday.
Baby Gary.
Never mind, eh?
Where's Bob? Where's Bob?
I think I matched like one
Bob.
American, and he was like, "Where do you live?" And I was
James.
like, "The UK," and he was
These
like,
are our boy band. Boy band
"No."
of
I
lizards.
was like, "Hey."
What should the boy band be called?
Sorry?
What's our boy band of lizards called?
Adam didn't care about what I was doing.
Gecko Disco. Not geckos though. Lizard Zeppelin.
Thin lizard.
Liz Zeppelin. You can see the look Adam's giving me right now.
We can think of something better than that.
Oh,
Thin lizard.
Jeff Gary.
You can just hear the cogs turning in my head. Oh,
Oh, that is better. Okay, Thin Lizard.
there you go. Group
Thin
effort.
Lizard and Baby Gary. Just makes up fit.
Just thin lizard.
So we come up with a lizard
I like
band
that
called Thin
sometimes
Lizard.
he humours
And
me
each other
for
was
my
slowly
stupid
losing our mind.
conversations, but
Oh,
sometimes
we
he
are sitting
doesn't.
down, which is good. I'm just watching all the lizards. I hope it's not going to be like that scene in Jurassic Park, The Lost World, where the little girl sees the lizards and then they start...
Guppies.
Does she die? No, she doesn't
I
die.
think it's going to happen where we've got this many people.
I think
around.
she dies in the
Yeah,
book.
okay,
She was deserted on a desert
She
island.
doesn't die in the film.
Don't eat me lizards.
I think.
Baby Gary will protect me. That was a solid rep.
I might wear
How
those
long did you
Mickey
say we were sat
earrings
there for?
today. Just, I keep seeing them in the video.
Probably about an hour.
An hour?
Nah, maybe not that long. Maybe about 40, 45 minutes.
We both feel very rested. The sun's gone down a bit. It's not as hot.
Well, it really was like a
Well,
chilled day. The sun's going
Went
down.
on Tinder, didn't we?
Trying to find me a green card.
Yeah, just out of curiosity. Swiped some Florida people.
And so yeah, now we've got our fast pass for Mission Space to the green.
Oh god, Mission
And then we're gonna
Space.
finally head
At least
down
the
to World
green.
Showcase
So I've
to
done.
finish that off.
Although I don't like the green
Sure.
either. I just don't like Mission
You're
Space.
probably glad we're doing green because orange.
Oh god, well you saw me orange.
Yeah.
Was not okay.
So what's green like?
I'm
Just a
impressed I
normal
did
city?
both.
Yeah, it doesn't
I don't. So I don't think I'd done green
so it's
before,
just
but I
like
think
more
we just wanted to
shaky
tick
rather
everything
than
off Adam.
spinny. And you go around the Earth, it's a different story,
Okay.
which I like because you're not just doing the same thing twice.
Yeah.
But yes, we can go do that.
And that'll be Epcot completed.
Complete it.
Yeah.
Complete it, mate.
Yeah, all the rides done.
This is a very uneventful video, I have to say. Like watching this, I'm like, it's a
Yeah,
bit chill, but we didn't really do a lot.
It's shut.
A lot of sitting.
It's getting busy now. Yeah,
But I suppose if that's what you do all the day, I'm not gonna like
But
do loads of extra crazy stuff.
never mind.
Epcot Fridays.
Well, we didn't have any other times to do it. At least we don't have to go around the whole like World Showcase this
No.
time.
And we know.
We know roughly where we want to go.
I don't think I filmed the food. If I'm, oh, I think I filmed a little bit of it.
The proper rest.
Yeah.
I don't
we got,
really
like,
remember what we
flight
ate.
and it's
I
late
don't think
late.
I can't remember. Can't remember.
Well, so where there's not many clouds.
I'm about to
the
see, so I don't know why I'm
showcase
trying to
is
predict what we
evening.
did. But
Yeah, the
I just was
think it's
tired.
the sun that was taking it out of me.
Yeah. Okay, well we're going to water park tomorrow, so that'd be nice and chilled. You can just sit.
near the end of the trip, we're going to
Yeah,
a
we're
water
gonna
park.
go
Should have just broke it up in the middle.
I'm gonna go on the lazy river and just
Might just sit.
go around.
But then even when I go to a water park, I
Oh,
literally
you
do
can
like a few
yeah.
hours
Look,
there. I never stay for a full day.
relaxation, Enjoy the tropicalness.
Probably would have been good to do that last weekend halfway through, but it's okay.
Yeah, I always tend to do this.
Oh,
I do the water park till the
yeah.
end, but it's
Like-
fine.
There's so much more you want to do than go to a water park.
Again. But Earth, I've not done this one actually.
Yeah, this is new for you, is it?
No, I always go orange.
Even though it makes you sick.
Yeah. Go hard or go home.
Oh, I filmed a bit in here. I've seen recently how they make this, how it works, and it's terrifying.
Store personal items in the compartment in front of you. Then reach up and pull down on
Oh,
the
this bit, I'm so claustrophobic
That was the first
that I
time
have to
I've
close
done
my
the green
eyes when
one.
it comes
That was
towards
exciting.
you, and I can't
Also,
handle it. Like I get really
so I feel
funny.
like this is no win-win for that one. It all
So it all makes me feel sicky.
But
Just the spinning, I
time's
think.
done, we've done it. You can
Does
tick
that
it
one
off.
spin? It must do. I think.
Doing
Can't
it
remember.
now.
Oh, I should put my sunglasses on because it's bright still. Ah, the sun's right there.
14 out of 14.
It's right there.
There we go. Sunny's
There we
on.
go. It's better. What do you think of green compared to orange? Which is your favourite?
I prefer orange.
Oh.
I like the intensity.
No,
I think I've got to that
that
age now where spinny rides just aren't for me anymore.
It's
Like
not
the
good for
Smile
those
at Alton
things.
Towers
Anyway.
is another one.
I'm
Like
getting
it's
hungry
the
again.
cusp of what I can do.
The World Showcase and eat
So anything
something.
more than that is a bit too intense for me. So I think as I get a bit older, my tolerance is going to drop and drop and drop, which is a bit of a shame.
It's going to be
But
absolutely rammed now.
Yeah, but it'll be
It's fine.
It's fine.
And there's like a dance party going on here, which is Remy, that I showed you. It's a bit strange.
Did I show it last time? I think the music was copyrighted, so maybe I had to cut it.
Oh, there's more animals now. Zootopia? I've not seen that film. Have you seen Zootopia?
I've seen Zootopia now. I watched it this lockdown.
I have to keep
That's the
talking
first time I'd
through
seen it.
This has been on all the parties, this song, isn't it? I need to talk through it so I don't get a copyright.
I love that when I talk through it, I still sing along to the tone, so the tune.
Need to keep talking over the music. World
Oh my
Showcase
goodness, look
is
at that.
very busy.
Oh, that
I
gives me
suppose
like
what we get for
anxiety
coming to
in COVID times.
wine on a Friday evening.
Yeah, I
It
don't
was too
do
hot
weekend
earlier, which again
evenings
is why
for
probably
the
everyone's here
festival. It's a silly mistake.
It's probably about 5 degrees for you.
Yeah. Oh, Africa, there's some stuff we liked, but yeah, I think it had the. We glanced at it as we go past. Literally didn't even get time to get the
God, he's
camera out.
smashing through that.
Look.
He was a bit worried about getting this because it said it had egg and he thought it'd have a proper egg. Oh,
The ravioli
my alarm.
carbonara.
Telling me that I need to leave to go to Pawn's Park now. It's fine, we'll finish this video
I really
first.
like carbonara. That's the one we were looking to get. I don't know what I want. I think I might just get like a full size.
Oh, I got so hangry.
I'm trying really hard not to get orange
I
chicken.
think this is the hangry day. I was getting really tired, quite hungry. Didn't want any of the festival food. We sat in Morocco and I was like, I don't really want Moroccan food. And I was just getting really annoyed and I was like, what do I want to eat? I did want to eat China, but we didn't. So we ended up going to the Electric Umbrella.
I got really hangry when we were in World Showcase.
Like we didn't film because I just sat there like, I don't know, what do you want? I don't know, don't care. Do you ever get to the point where you are so hungry that you don't even know, like nothing appeals to you anymore? That's where I was at. I was like, I don't know what I want, don't know. So we just got a cheeseburger and it was actually alright. I remember Electric Umbrella not being great, but...
I think the last thing we filmed was you having the ravioli and it was light out.
Ravioli was great.
Yeah, you really
Probably my
liked it.
I was
favourite
getting a little bit of a
flavour
burnt face,
we
isn't
had.
it?
Yeah, so then we sat in Morocco for a bit, but I didn't like the.
I've
I like the
learned
look of some of it, but I don't like
since my solo trip that if I'm in a really bad mood, don't film.
So yeah,
Just don't film because it comes across. So I was like, you know what? I'm in a really hangry mood. I'm not going to film it. Let's get some food in me, and then we'll bring the camera back when I'm like chill.
As it should be.
And I think when we sat here, actually, we were doing Disney quizzes, and it was like. Adam found on his phone like name every hotel on property, and there was one that was like name every ride in Magic Kingdom, name every restaurant in Magic Kingdom or something, or every something, or every dark ride in Disney. And I was going through the list, and he was ticking them off. That was quite a fun game.
Yeah, and test track.
Again, just a lot of sitting today, but this was our third trip to Epcot, second trip to Epcot.
Yeah, I got a pin. Oh, I'm frozen ever after. I got my pin for the festival. We said we've eaten some bits. We're just now waiting for Epcot Forever. The time is...
I don't know if I show it, so I'll wait and see if I show it.
So we're actually sitting... I don't know if I can work out where I am. Basically, the International Gateway's there. No, International Gateway. I can't remember what it's called. The entrance into...
I think it is
World
International
Showcase
Gateway.
There. Something Gateway. I feel like it's a gateway.
World Gateway?
I can't remember what it's called. Port. Something...
Port Gateway?
Gateport, Portgate, Gate.
You know where we are. We're down there is like where you go onto World Showcase. So we're sitting here, we're going to wait till it's a little bit nearer the fireworks.
Interactive fountain.
Yeah, and then we'll walk down and get a good spot. Well, not a good spot, it's in the sky. I don't really mind to...
It's in the sky, we'll find a spot where we can see the sky.
And then we would have
It
done...
helps that there's a massive lake going around that anyone can
Yeah, I
stand
think
and want to get
you're
into.
usually alright, unless you want to get like front
Yeah,
row.
World Showcase to the
Yeah, cool.
Lagoon.
I think anyway, you
I had a
go, it's
question.
fine.
Also, there's a big dance party. I can hear it from here going on by Test Track. Some dads are really getting involved.
Love
which I
dads,
find
Disney dads.
But yeah, we'll sit here for a bit. Today has been the day of sitting. We're going to a water park tomorrow, so there'll be more sitting.
Oh,
there
the
as
water park day. I just
more eating
remembered
as well.
what happened there.
And then we'll head into World Showcase to see.
We'll have to be careful because we don't want to use...
Oh, sad times with money. Do you know what the most, I think I mentioned this in another video, the most annoying thing about this is Adam had loads of money in his bank account and he just didn't want to spend any of it, and he didn't say anything. So I was like, oh, we should share meals and things. And then when we got back to the UK, he was like, yeah, I had loads in my bank account, I just didn't want to like convert it to dollars or whatever. I was like, you have to convert it, we could just use your card. And he was like, oh, well, never mind, next time. I was like,
promise.
But all the money for the
We won't be greedy.
Yeah, we're
car
pretty
literally
greedy
came back
today.
the day after we got back. So I was like, I could have given you the money back.
Oh, we had lunch and dinner.
Never
we had ice
mind.
cream twice.
You live and you learn.
Alright, fair enough. Okay, yeah, we
Yeah,
probably
but
could have shared nice.
It's been hot.
It has been a hot day, and we'll probably have ice cream at the water park tomorrow, because the water
Oh
park
yeah,
is
we
about
ice cream twice this day.
We've got that pail. No, that's greedy. Okay.
I would have got the
Right,
pail of
well,
ice
I'll
cream
come
if
back to you.
Adam
We'll just follow
ate
the
ice
fireworks
cream
start.
enough to have
Obviously,
wanted to eat
Epcot
it, but he
forever,
wouldn't have.
Except it's not forever. It's a temporary show until
Interim Epcot.
Temporary.
Epcot. In the meantime, 4 minutes to go till Epcot forever, and I'm pretty happy with our spot.
I mean, we've got a big
Right.
flag or
Nothing's
speaker in
focused.
front of
Yeah,
us, but I
that's a good
just
spot.
doesn't bother me.
I don't care about.
I don't
being
mind.
front
If
and
the
centre,
people that it
doesn't
really
bother me.
bothers, I'm happy for them to have the good spots. This is good enough for me. Wasn't a fan of these fireworks. How much of this am I going to get away with without it being copyrighted? I used to, with my family, go watch it round by the American pavilion. I found that I liked being that side of it. But that's the only, like, when I've been going on my own or with friends, I always stand this side. Because I just find it's a little bit easier. Like, I don't like getting caught up in the hustle and bustle of trying to get round World Showcase. These drones, I think they were. I wonder if they'll be used in the new Harmonious show. Or this was like a test for them. We'll see. But they were really cool, actually. A lot bigger than I thought, but we were quite far back. But I think one fell in the water, or it was in the water. Was it a drone? Just be making it up. Or the boats were there to get them. I could just be making it all up. I swear we saw one, and it was really big.
Fireworks are finished, and as always, I like coming out to
I love this.
The World Showcase Lagoon.
I'm not sure how I'm going to feel. There's the boat. I feel like there was one on the boat. I'm not sure how I feel about all these barges going to be there, because I just really like the view over the lagoon, but it is what it is.
Bye to all the parks now.
Yeah.
The bench free.
Oh my goodness. So, okay, so there's that water
yeah,
fountain
you
there.
go.
I talk about it a little
bench
bit,
is back.
but a lady was
doing
so
a sitting
drunk,
tour
and
of
she was like
Epcot.
rolling around in the water. I mean, Adam just sat there like,
Highly recommend.
are you not going to get thrown out? She was literally rolling in the water, just shouting. That water there.
Yeah, we've decided we're going to do a little
And everyone was just looking at her as they were walking past. I was like, oh
we're gonna
god.
do a little bench stop as we slowly walk back. We're going to get the bus to Animal Kingdom Lodge and get an Uber from there, because they're like $5-6 from there, so it's a bit cheaper. But as I said, we're not in a rush to get to the car.
To the car.
Let some more people filter
Car
out.
park.
So
Bus
obviously, the more
stop.
people that go out, the less busy the bus is going to be. But yeah, I really like Epcot. It's my favourite park. But next time I see it, it's going to be all different.
I mean, technically true, just a couple of years later than I was expecting.
Oh dear.
My 30th. Oh, here we go. Is this?
People are getting soaked.
Oh no, this isn't the drunk woman yet. I don't think I filmed her
Not for
because
me
that
at
would have been
11 o'clock at night.
inappropriate, but still.
Not as bad as the lady.
Oh, that must have been earlier. Okay,
She's
yeah.
very drunk.
Didn't film
Last
that.
time we see Epcot at night, and this whole thing
Yeah, it's all gone
is probably
now.
gonna be gone by
I'm
the
so
time I come
glad
next
I got the
time.
news today. The club call is coming
So
back,
bye,
and I can
kites,
have.
bye, Fountain
I need to
View,
like
you'll be
sneak
gone.
people
Bye, what's left of the
Beverleys.
club call. Bye, basically this whole side.
Although Adam's cottoned on. Although he hasn't had a
Really
Beverly,
weird.
so.
Oh, do you remember this as a kid? This bit of the floor?
Oh, if they get rid of the
Do
sparkly
you
floor, I'll
remember
be
the sparkly
livid.
floor?
I saw this the other night.
Just a
Oh, I
random
used to love
patch
this
of
as a
sparkly
kid.
floor.
I don't know why it's this one patch, nowhere else, but
This is where we were walking behind the drunk person.
yeah.
The things that Andrew remembers.
Bye,
The drunk
sparkly
people.
floor. If you go away as well, I'll be sad.
Yeah, it's a bit
probably.
random, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Surely they'll keep sparkly floor.
I would hope you answer. I thought they would keep.
Not bitter at all, are you, Sarah?
Here we are.
Ooh,
I just realised that I didn't end the vlog last night, so I'm going to end it here. And yeah, I know, I felt so well though. So thank you for
at least I remember the
coming
next
on
day, because
our
some days
Epcot-
on my old
yeah,
trips I would
Epcot
just
day.
not even have had anything at all.
And we're off to Typhoon Lagoon today, so you'll see that next week. Bye!
Quickly rush ending as we're about to leave to go to another theme park. That was a pretty uneventful day, I have to say. Like I said, we got to the point where I think tiredness really kicked in and we were really, really sleepy. So yeah, it's kind of finished off food and wine, although we only really had one thing from there. It was very busy, being a Friday night. But yeah, not too much to say on that one, I have to say. Next week, Adam should be back. Some apologies for him not being here for 2 videos. That's my fault, because I've been being a bit weird with the schedule. But yeah, that should be good. And we'll be going to Typhoon Lagoon, and we'll have lots to talk about there, because I think that was one of Adam's angriest points of the trip, was waiting for that bus. So thank you for watching, everyone. I'm about to go to Paulton's Park for the day and see the new area, so hopefully a video of that will be up soon. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!